Hey everyone, and welcome. I've got a really wonderful story for you today. It's all about two best friends, the super wise and loving Krishna and his good friend Uddhava, who, well, he was feeling very, very sad.
Wow. Just listen to what Uddhava said to his best friend. He felt completely lost and afraid, like he'd fallen into a deep, dark hole and just couldn't find his way out. Can you imagine feeling that way? So hopeless? But he knew exactly who he could turn to for help. You know that feeling of being lost or sad? It's something everybody feels sometimes, even grown-ups. It can feel like a big, gloomy rain cloud is just hanging right over your head. So here's the big question. What do you think Krishna, the most amazing friend you could possibly imagine, did to help him?
Okay, so what's really cool here is that Krishna knew exactly what to do. He didn't just pat him on the back and say, hey, cheer up, or something like that. Nope. He did something way better. He started by telling Uddhava a story to show him that he absolutely wasn't alone in feeling this way. He told him about this amazing, powerful king named Yudhishthira. Now, this king had just won a huge, really difficult war. You'd think he'd be super happy and celebrating, right? But instead, he just felt this overwhelming sadness for all the friends and family that he'd lost. You see what Krishna was doing there? It was like he was sending a little secret message right to his friend's heart. And the message was simple. It is okay to feel sad. It happens to literally everyone, no matter how strong or brave or important they are. It's just part of being a person. So, after comforting his friend with that story, Krishna knew it was time. Time to share a really, really important secret with Uddhava. A secret that could actually heal his sad heart for good. Krishna explained that, sure, doing good things is wonderful. Of course it is. But he said there is one secret power, one special feeling that is greater than anything else for making your heart feel truly happy and safe and just full of light. And this secret has a name. It's called bhakti. It's not about following a bunch of rules. It's about filling your whole heart up with this powerful, special kind of love. A love for all the goodness in the world and for every single person you meet. That, Krishna said, is the real secret to happiness. So naturally, Uddhava asks, wow, Krishna, that sounds amazing, but how do I even find this special love? How do I get bhakti in my heart? Krishna smiled, and he gave his friend a simple 5-step recipe for building a kind and loving heart. Okay, the very first ingredient in the recipe is something called ahimsa. It's the foundation for everything. And it just means choosing not to hurt anyone, not with what you do with your body, not with the words you say, not even with your thoughts. The second ingredient is satyam, and that means truthfulness. Telling the truth is like opening the curtains on a cloudy day and letting all the sunshine pour right in. It makes everything clear and bright, and it helps you build trust with your friends. Next, you add in kshama, which is forgiveness. And wow, this one is so important. It just means having a heart that's big enough to let go when people make mistakes. Because holding on to anger is like carrying a heavy backpack full of rocks. Forgiving someone, that's like finally putting that heavy backpack down. It feels so much lighter. The fourth ingredient is abhayam, or being fearless. Now, this isn't about fighting dragons or anything. Real bravery, Krishna explained, is having the courage deep inside to always choose what's right, even when it feels a little scary or maybe it's not what everyone else is doing. And the last ingredient is maybe the most beautiful of all. It's called dandanyasa, and it means you give up trying to start fights. Instead of arguing or trying to prove that you're right all the time, you just choose peace. And sharing your peace with someone is one of the greatest gifts in the world. So after sharing this amazing recipe, Krishna explained what it really means to be rich or poor. And you know what? It has absolutely nothing to do with how much money you have or how many toys are in your room. So get this. Krishna taught that a person who is rich in goodness, someone who's full of kindness and bravery and follows that recipe, is the wealthiest person in the whole world. But a person who's never satisfied on the inside, who always wants more and more and more, well, they're truly poor, no matter what they own. The big takeaway from this whole
beautiful lesson is this. Think of your heart like it's your very own personal treasure chest. And every single day, you get to decide what kind of treasure you're going to fill it with. This is the question Krishna left for his friend Uddhava. And it's what helped him finally climb out of that dark, sad hole. And it's a wonderful question for all of us to think about too. What treasure will you choose for your heart today? Kindness, truth, forgiveness, bravery, and peace? The choice is all yours.